Green is good.
Yeah, green is definitely good.
It was
Green is
funny.
great.
No, it is. Definitely. It ain't nothing like a green day in the market. As soon as that
Speak
market
on
open,
Speak on
but
it.
that's a whole nother thing.
It
Y'all
is.
ain't ready for that.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that one day.
that.
Once my audience elevates up out the gutter. You know what I'm saying? We be playing in the gutter a little bit. But I had to get these mics. I had to like make sure that we wasn't gonna have no other issues with the microphone.
He gonna let you live, Q.
You know what I'm talking about, Q, with the microphones that one time? Remember that one time?
I don't even know how to work the microphone.
But you remember that one show?
I do.
Yeah, so what I did was, you know what I'm saying, I replaced it with the you know, the old school mic.
Right.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna need to run some back testing on these mics just to make sure everything is copacetic. Because you know, these aren't the most expensive microphones.
Right.
But
Right.
they work, you know what I mean?
But as long as they work though.
So I did a couple reaction videos on my channel just to make sure the microphones work, and I think we're in there. It's a thumbs up.
I've seen some of them, so
yeah, so I think we good to go with the mics. So welcome back everybody to the JMatt Show. This is episode 106. I don't say episode. I say show.
Yeah.
Because it's the JMatt Show, so I figure it's better to say the show 106. This isn't a sitcom. We don't do episodes. You know what I mean? This is real rap raw. We
Real
don't
talk right here.
Yeah, we don't plan none of this stuff out. Although we did get a little bit more streamlined with the pre-production.
Right, there you go. That part.
We had to work some things out. I feel like we all on the same page now.
That part.
You know what I mean?
Right. No, that'll make it flow better, man.
It's gonna flow. You're not gonna be caught off guard.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm hip already. I know I'll be on there. Q, he'll know what time it is. Everybody will.
We just need to make sure Q doesn't use the group chat as a suggestion box. I feel like he was
but that's good though. That's good though.
That's great.
No, that's good.
Don't send your whole timeline to the group chat.
He gonna say the whole timeline.
Some of that shit was depressing. So we're gonna filter some shit out. But I do like it, and we're gonna get to a few of these shared ideas and stories that we got for today. So let's get to this. I want to start this way because this is like real time information that just popped, which is why I like that we do the show on Wednesdays.
Right.
Because we get like the whole weekend for shit to happen.
Right.
We get the stories over the weekend, and then we get like halfway through the week.
Right.
Even
like hump day.
Yeah, like even currently up to Wednesday, all the way up until the show, we get some content.
Yeah, no, we do.
So Jess hilarious, y'all. You know, she done aired out her coworkers on her live last night, and just to set the groundworks of what's going on with her is, you know, she went on maternity leave. She had a baby. You know, congratulations. And then while she was out, she was replaced, or you know, they had to have somebody fill in with her.
She had to fill in. That's a good better one. Yeah, fill in.
The girl's name was what? Lauren?
Yeah, I don't know her last name, but yeah, it's Lauren.
And apparently this Lauren girl has done such a good job filling in for Jess Hilarious that, you know, the social media streets has been talking, leaving their comments. And, you know, I guess apparently I didn't know this. I didn't know that Jess Hilarious had an issue with reading. I didn't know that she couldn't read. But as I'm learning, she apparently might be dyslexic.
I might have seen a couple of clips about Charlamagne clouding her about not being able to read, though, for real.
And she actually said it in the clip. She was like, I guess she came in and, you know what I mean? I guess because she could read good, she done stole the hearts of the viewers and shit because she good. She can read. She can read. I was like, damn, she admitted it. That was wild.
That's fucked up.
So I guess let's just give like some overall thoughts on this, because I think it's super interesting. First off, workplace drama that gets discussed on air.
Work.
Oh my God, that is the best.
At work. Yeah.
That's the best content. Cause I'm looking and I'm like, is this for real? Like I didn't know all the way. Like,
right.
Cause you know, these skit people,
yeah, And I didn't even know her rant was the day before, because like I said, I caught it today. I thought she was getting on her like even before she went to work, like the morning of.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay.
I know it's early. They do go in like dumbass early. I think
They
the
be in
breakfast
there like
club
4
starts
o'clock in the
early.
morning.
Yeah,
they be
some
in there,
shit like
man.
that. But yeah, I thought her rant was just early, and I was like, damn, I'm like, she upset.
No, she was mad.
She for real. She was mad as fuck. Actually,
big mad.
she was, I mean,
she was using a lot of choice words, a colorful language,
get
and
out your feelings, though, man.
I kind of understood what she was saying. Let's start there. Let's start with what she was actually upset about. Which, if you deal with what she was saying, she was upset about, I kind of can understand. Like, let's set aside like the hate in the comments, because the hate in the comments was getting her real riled up and upset.
Right.
But let's just deal with the fact that she was not informed. And it seems to be a lot of like miscommunication up there, or a lack of communication in that whole setup at the Breakfast Club, where they're not really saying what it is. So I can understand how she could be a little upset in regards to like no clarification on what nobody's role is. You know,
I can too, but but why you mad at her though?
Well, she said in the clip, I don't know if y'all heard it, but she did say that she said that her anger was misplaced. She said that she wasn't. She really didn't need to be angry at her. She's really not angry at her.
I'm saying like
she was more mad of the situation I just kind of described. Like the situation made her miss.
Yeah, and I'll give you that to a certain extent, though. I'll give you that, but like I said, just don't be mad at old girl about it. You know what I mean? Because like I said, and she is she was working at a I don't know. She's working at TMZ before this too, though. Like she knows. I think so. Yeah. No, she got a nice little resume. So I mean, she's easy to.
She do.
I don't want to say replace her, but you know, she can easily be liked because of that shit. She knows what she's doing. She doing journalism and all that shit.
I wonder what the age difference is between Jess and the Lauren chick, because it does seem like there's a big gap. Like that Lauren chick seems very young.
Yeah, she's probably in her 20s, like me. Early 20s, maybe. Right.
She seemed real young. But a lot of times you need, because Joe Budden tried to introduce that Jadakiss son to his cast to try to like get a younger voice, to get that different audience in there, because you know Charlamagne and Envy old heads.
They are.
You know what I mean?
They are. Yeah, you do need a different opinion, a different whole little.
Try to spice it up and get a different audience.
Damn, I'm shitting my shit on silent.
Oh, go ahead, grab it. You don't want to let that motherfucker keep ringing.
No, I'll put it on silent.
No, you good.
Cool. I'll put it on silent.
No, but what was funny too is how in that rant that she was doing on live, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But you know how we rock with 5150.
Okay? Yeah, hell yeah.
We rock with Corey,
man. Hell yeah.
We rock with Corey, and Corey gave Jess Hilarious probably the best nickname.
He did,
and it's like sticking
like Velcro.
You almost mess up and say Less Hilarious instead of Jess Hilarious, like not even really knowing.
Less Hilarious that's funny,
but the Less Hilarious is. That might be one of the best nicknames ever. Sneak diss nicknames ever.
That sounds like the Corey, man.
But she tried to address Corey, and she be trying to fire at Corey. But Corey, he said it though. He just speaking facts. He said you're not talented.
Right. Motherfuckers don't want to hear you say they're not talented though, man.
That's all he's ever said. Is you are not funny.
They take that as you hating on my shit, man. You can't say somebody not talented, man. Especially no female, man. You know she gonna get in her feelings about it. She gonna give you a feeling-based reaction off that shit, nigga. Hey, call that motherfucking talentless. That's funny as hell.
But I think that's the whole thing about this little blow up, and it's like it's crazy how God work, man. Corey be like, God don't play about me.
He couldn't wait.
And then you get a situation that unfolds that just proves that talent actually means a lot.
It does.
And you can't fake the funk for too long.
Yeah.
At some point, you're going to run into a situation where
It's gonna get exposed.
Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
Would they say that the cream rise to the top? Whatever saying you want to insert is like you can't fake it for that long.
Nah, eventually what's done in the dark will come to the light, however you want to put it.
Yeah, they go another one.
Yeah, it's gonna come out basically. Yeah. It's gonna come to the forefront.
And unfortunately, it had to happen when you had a baby.
Damn.
Blame your baby.
I ain't gonna blame the baby.
Blame the baby, man.
Yeah, she the one that laid down and got skeeted in shit.
No, so it was funny because I was watching that before I came over here, and I was watching. Everybody was doing their little think pieces on it.
Yeah, everybody.
And the funniest part that I saw was how academics was. He was talking about how
academics. What the fuck he said?
He co-signed something that I thought it was just me. I actually had to type a comment under his video like,
"Oh shit."
I thought I was the only one that thought she was.
I'm curious as fuck. What the fuck was it?
I thought she was a man. Like when she first came out?
Man, stop playing. What the fuck?
You didn't?
Like you thought she was a man.
You never
like looking like he's serious.
Wait a second. You never thought that?
Jay, chill out, man.
You never thought that. Not one time did you think she was giving transition.
You know what? When you said, don't get me wrong. I guess I can't.
She never gave transition to you, like
she give you Transformer vibes,
a little bit, just a little bit. Like
I can, yeah.
The strong facial features. She looked like she got some biceps about her too. I don't know where. I don't know.
Funny as fuck.
You know, saying what her routine is, but she was giving biceps.
I thought she was a man though.
You know what I'm saying? Strong jaws.
Damn, Jess.
You know what I'm saying? She was. I don't know what it is about her. Her face. I don't like her face.
Damn, my nigga say I don't like your face.
Her face was too strong, and then if you
she
see her,
got a strong face though. I know what you mean by the strong face. I agree with that shit.
And then when she do her Instagram videos, it's always like right in her grill,
right,
like
on the face too.
Yeah, it's like she it's like right here. Like you gotta back up
like,
a little
it's
bit.
the camera back. Like it's too much face right now.
You gotta be aware.
Jay funny as fuck.
Yeah, man, she don't got her angles right. Yeah, man, it's too many.
Oh hell,
it's too much lashes. It's too much nails.
She do be
too much lace front.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Them lashes be a motherfucker right there. They almost look like they about to take off, nigga. Shit.
Golly.
I ain't big on the lashes though.
Anyway, man. I think
shout out to Les Hilarious.
Shout out to Les Hilarious and Corey Holcomb.
Nigga Corey.
And the whole Breakfast Club community, man. Y'all are trying everything that y'all can to stay relevant. I got you. That's what you got to do these days. That sour beer is crazy. I can't believe it.
I drink it though.
If anybody's watching this that drinks beer, if you drink sour beer and enjoy it, put a fucking beer emoji in the comments because Q brought over some 9.5% sour beer.
And that motherfucker sour. That motherfucker sour.
I can't wait to see him finish 3 of them.
Man, shit, Q that ain't shit. Tell him Q that ain't shit.
I can't wait.
That's what we do, man. Shit, I'm gonna go.
Speaking of sour beer and what that would do to someone, I feel like that might have been what Tracy Morgan was drinking.
Oh, damn.
What's that nigga on the sour beers, man? Did somebody sneak that?
Hey, that's funny as fuck.
A 9.5 sour.
He just might have had a sour. Damn.
What happened to Tracy Morgan, bro? Like
that was bad.
I wish I could have seen that live. Did anybody catch that live?
I didn't catch it live. No.
Okay.
I didn't catch it live. I definitely caught it like after the fact.
Okay.
I just couldn't imagine being at the game, seeing that shit though. Nigga, he right there on the floor too.
Baseline.
Damn, that shit had to be fun. But a lot of people caught it though. Shit, you see, they got it's a lot of video of that shit of this nigga early.
I didn't see none.
Real.
Oh, I didn't see.
A lot of angles. I had to see at least two. I don't know if them bitches is taken down or what, but
like in
like real quick, like yes, they short video.
They in the group.
You
Man,
see,
he sent so many videos.
gotta look at him, man. You still gotta look at him, Jay. Damn,
He
Jay.
was spamming the group.
No, it was his video of that shit because they said he
Let
was,
me see.
and he was supposed to be also like had blood, like he was supposed to be like bleeding and shit too though from like nose or something. It wasn't just throw up. It wasn't just.
It was
throw
blood
up.
in the
Yeah, it wasn't just throw up.
Ugh.
Then I saw a video too of him before he got to the game, and people was concerned talking about the nigga looked sick already and shit.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, that's what some
Okay.
people were saying. Like he didn't even look like he was 100 already though.
I wonder where he went to dinner before the game because they said he had food poisoning. They said that
to do it.
They said that he had the worst case of food poisoning that they had seen, where it was like debilitating. Like they said that he couldn't stand up.
Because they had him in a wheelchair.
Yeah. So they said it was like a serious case of food poisoning. I wonder where he was at.
Nigga, that's gonna be the $1 million question. Where the fuck did this nigga eat at, boy? And if they put that name out,
I was about to say, you think he gonna put him on blast?
Oh no, he just I can see Tracy Morgan doing that
because he good at getting that lawsuit money.
Clearly is. No, shout out to Walmart.
Yeah,
shout out to Walmart. No.
Yeah, buddy.
Nah, that's true.
Shit.
And if he put their name out there like that, that'll damage they shit like crazy.
It would.
That would damage they shit tough. Let that nigga go on the record and say, nigga, such and such gave me that. I had food poisoning from them motherfuckers and whatever. You know, say, no, that's bad for business right there.
Now, you know, those celebrities, they like to frequent certain spots. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was probably one of his favorite spots that he goes to. And they caught him on a bad night. So I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't say shit. He would probably just sit back and let the restaurant comp his ass for the rest of the next 5 years.
Well, I see what you're saying with the compliment.
Every time he come in, it's on us.
Don't worry, Mr. Morgan. Mr. Morgan ain't even Tracy.
Nah, Mr. Morgan, don't worry about it. You want your section?
All right, we already got you good to go.
No reservations. He could pop up on them whenever he wanted to.
He can pop up.
Private room and everything. I think that's probably.
It was St. Patrick's Day.
Damn, that was St. Patrick's Day, huh? Damn.
Now that was my first.
I didn't even think about that it was St. Patrick's Day though, for real.
New York City.
Damn.
I didn't think about the St. Patrick's Day part.
Tracy Morgan's an alcoholic.
He be drinking,
But I did. My first thought was he was just faded.
That's what I think.
So y'all think they just?
So ain't necessarily even got to be that food poisoning type shit.
Yeah. So y'all think they just threw that food poisoning just to save face?
They could though. It wouldn't surprise me though, because that works.
Surprise me.
That works though.
He could have just got shit faced.
That nigga was already faded, pulling up in the game and shit.
I think it's more likely that you shit face on St. Patrick's Day and you throw up
than food poisoning from your favorite restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, real shit. He had that 9.5 sour green beer.
He was drinking green beer.
He was drinking green beer.
You're not supposed to drink green beer. I don't give a fuck if it is St. Patrick's Day.
That would be nasty.
Don't drink no fucking green beer.
What color was the Earl? Was the Earl?
Yeah, that shit was nasty. That shit was yellow than a motherfucker.
How much? So
that shit is nasty.
How much time did they have to take from the game to clean all that shit up?
I don't know
how long the delay was.
That I don't know, because all I know is they just tried to got him up, and they wanted to put that nigga in a wheelchair.
Now, when they got him up, was he like limp with it? like they had to like it? Like was he like head down, or was he like?
They took him out in the wheelchair.
Right, that's what he said. They took him out in the wheelchair. That's you know what? I really didn't even.
Was he like that though, or
he just?
Well, did he give the crowd the thumbs up like Paul Pierce? You know what I'm saying?
I'm good, y'all. I'm good, y'all.
And come back in the game.
Had to drop the bras off.
Right, exactly.
One time.
That would have been crazy if he came back to the seat.
Right, he ain't come now.
It was on the jumbo jet.
Like crazy. That would be crazy.
That would have been epic.
Yeah, no, that nigga had to bounce after that.
That would have been epic.
He ain't no coming back from that, man. After just earling on the you on the floor, bro. Like
I got to hear what he has to say.
That was the floor, man.
Ain't no have to hear what he has to say.
I gotta leave, nigga. I'm out, man.
That's got to be one of the most embarrassing floor moments
what?
in the NBA. Like, has there been anything worse than that? Like, sometimes you see people like, they accidentally kick over a beer or
player run into somebody at the game and shit. You know,
or one of the attendees might drop a tray of some food
or something.
But I ain't never seen nobody Earl on the floor.
Yeah, not like that.
That has got to
that nigga spit up too. He ain't just that shit. That nigga spit up some shit too. It wasn't just a little bit, nigga. It was a lot of bit. See it. That nigga spit up, nigga. No, for real. That nigga spit up. No, that nigga Earl. That nigga probably, you know what, for real, that nigga probably was geek, and he probably tried to eat some shit. He probably should even have ate at the moment type shit. That nigga spit up, bro.
Like, you stupid, man. Don't say spit up.
No, I was a lie, homie. I was a lie. Like, God, nigga probably like, damn, nigga. Like, you clearly couldn't have nothing left in your stomach, nigga. Damn, that was the whole meal and some.
Who was he with? Do we know who he was with? Was he with the homies?
Who was he with?
There's so many questions.
He said it's so many. You need answers.
No, for real, man. That's a lot, dog. You just can't. Plus, it's like, how many times do people just don't be earning like that? Like,
nah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? When was the last time?
Niggas know that he got health issues, so that's why they linked that shit with he probably was food poisoning because of his health issues.
Well, I'm not too familiar with Tracy Morgan's health issues.
Yeah, he be fucked up, nigga.
But I know that nigga can drink.
Well, clearly that nigga was drinking. That nigga was a black Irishman, nigga. Shit.
I can see Tracy Morgan with the
He got the bees on. He got all that shit, man.
The kilt.
Yeah,
I could see him doing that whole shit with the bagpipes.
Niggas be killing me with that shit, man. I said, nigga got put green in their hair, nigga, and shit. Like, man, get the fuck out of here with all that shit, man.
Well, let's transition. We were talking about basketball, NBA shit. The shit that happened last week that we didn't speak on, but Iman Shumpert and Teyana Taylor, man.
No, that's some ugly shit. Is that, man? I need to know. Is that shit really real, man? Like, if that's the case, my nigga, who the fuck did you hire as your goddamn attorney, though, bro? Like, that's crazy as fuck, man. Because to me, it seemed like that's a mean loss to me from what it sounds like.
Oh, no.
That is vicious, my nigga. It's like, what did they do? Like,
I concur.
Did she take the money before that? Because you could, like, did you have a public pretender, nigga? Like, what the fuck? Like, did you have a pretender? Nigga, did you say public pretender? I did. Like,
that was great.
Did you, like, you didn't have no bread for nobody? Like, you was representing yourself? Like, what the fuck, nigga?
So the headline that I saw that was really telling to me was he lost $10 million worth of assets, and he has to pay $8,000 a month.
Now, see, it's that part for me with that 8 bands, and they got to continue up with them and being in like private school or some shit.
$8,000 a month plus the tuition for private school.
That's, man. What I'm telling you, man, that nigga ain't had no lawyer, bro. You couldn't have. Now, you couldn't have.
My thing is, like,
because are they going off that nigga's last contract when he was like with the Cavs or something? Like, cause nigga, he hasn't been playing ball for a minute though.
$8,000 a month is not a lot.
It's not a lot. I'll agree.
That's not a lot from what I heard. A lot of
other niggas.
Hell yeah.
But he hasn't been playing ball though for a minute either though.
He's not a current player.
Yeah, so that lightweight is a lot. Yeah, I can see if he just left like maybe a year ago, a year or two ago, that nigga have been out. Shit, the nigga was acting and shit. The nigga's in the shy and shit. The nigga. So
I think that's why his monthly child support ain't that much.
That's crazy. That's the
but where he lost out was with them assets.
8 bands is a lot, and he got babies though. Like them motherfuckers. Like,
you think 8,000 a lot?
I think that
it ain't per kid. It's for all of them. I don't think that's a lot.
I think it's a lot of shit. I just don't like. I'm just not with the whole child support shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, I'm not even with the whole shit. You just giving her $8,000 because that can go to anything. You're just literally just coughing up 8 bands. You don't even know if that's going.
That's the system.
But that's my point. That's why I don't give a fuck. I don't care for that shit. So to me, that's a lot. That sounds fucking bogus.
Well, let's ask the question then. Do you believe that that marriage is actually worth the risk in this day and age if you are an athlete or anyone that makes more than $1 million a year? Like, do you think it's worth it to get married and risk a situation like this? Because remember we was talking about Jalen Green and Drea and who's a catch. Remember all that shit?
Of course.
Don't fuck with the hoes and all that. All right, got you.
Fuck with the old hoes. I don't think
Teyana Taylor.
Some bitches, nigga.
I don't think anybody would say that Teyana Taylor is not a catch.
No, she cold.
She bad. She cold. She
cold.
Got her own shit going on. You settle down with her and you still lose out.
So with her, right? I don't know their whole situation, of course. She cold, and I'll say she a bad one and shit. She a freak too. You know what I'm saying? Because that bitch be talking about how the motherfuckers doing threesomes and shit. You know what I mean? So
I
don't know. Oh yeah. That's
what she was talking on the podcast or something.
She said that shit on the Breakfast Club.
Oh, I ain't see that.
Yeah, she was talking about that shit, like certain things, like how certain things is off limits when they are in there. Like he can't eat the box and shit, like type shit. Okay. So yeah, ain't no telling. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how they got that bad blood where this bitch just want to take all this nigga shit. I don't even get that. So that's why I say.
Do we know
like the
reason why they?
Because even if it's the infidelity shit with if it's that, I don't know.
Can you look that up, Q? Like the reason why they get?
Because if it's infidelity, that's bogus. I ain't even gonna believe that because both of y'all was fucking bitches and shit. So you can't just say that it's this nigga cheating and shit.
But it's infidelity is when you don't know about it.
No,
it's not cheating if y'all both in the act together.
Man,
that's not cheating.
But that bitch can say whatever the fuck she want to say though, nigga. She can say that it's infidelity. Shit.
Don't you got to prove it? You have to prove it though. It's the court of law.
Jay, you act like it ain't ways around shit.
I'm just saying, like
you act like it ain't shit.
You just can't say anything and then it be fact.
Well, in their situation with them fucking people, shit, it's not really that hard though.
So Teyana Taylor filed for the divorce.
See? And that's that bullshit already.
Is it irreconcilable?
Cruel treatment, extreme narcissistic behavior.
That sounds like her.
And alleging he was jealous of her fame and emotionally abusive.
Cap. That's all for her. That bitch, Cap. I don't even like how that sound.
Hey man,
I don't even like how that sound.
I'm gonna have to take Teyana Taylor's side on this.
I don't even like how that sound. Go ahead though.
I'll say this: when professional athletes retire or they aren't in the league anymore,
let them cook.
They already, you let nigga like the way it started.
Let them cook. I know where you're going with that.
They lose their sense of identity. They don't know who they are. Amon Shumpert, he was Amon Shumpert, the basketball player since he was probably 10 years old. And now that he's not in the NBA anymore, he doesn't know who he is.
Okay.
So
how does that what?
So when you
I'm jealous of my bitch.
When you lose your sense of identity, especially when you are in a high level relationship.
Teach, brother.
Right.
You know,
teach Jay.
You just don't have any. You grasping for straws.
You reaching.
You just reaching.
You swinging that air.
I'll take that though. All that's legit. I still don't see how does that.
All right, good job.
How does that though still transition to you hating on your bitch though? You knew what you was getting into when you married her. Even with him not finding his identity and doing acting jobs and other little knick-knack shit to keep him busy and to get a check because nigga ain't in the NBA. I mean, if somebody told y'all give me 5 Teyana Taylor songs right now though, I think y'all couldn't do it.
You sound like you hating.
I'm being real.
You sound like
I'm
Shump.
being real.
You sound like Shump
I'm
right
being
now.
real.
This is probably what Shump was saying at the house. Shump like,
if y'all know 5 Teyana Taylor songs off top, let me know. Y'all probably got maybe 1 or 2 songs y'all can name about the bitch. And she cold though. That's about it. You can say she cold. She did sexy ass dance on that BET shit, on that little award show and shit. She so cold.
So you saying that?
But she ain't.
Shump has more accolades than Teyana?
The man is always more supposed to be the catch, my nigga. I'm sorry.
You said supposed to be.
She knew what she was doing when she linked with the nigga though. He a basketball player. She knew what time it was.
He's not the same person he is now.
She knew eventually the nigga wasn't gonna be hooping forever though, my nigga. She knew that shit. So what? You can't. She didn't go in there like, oh my god, this nigga's fucking.
So she was supposed to. So you telling me she was supposed to know or foresee the change in his personality?
She got to. When you marry somebody, this is a journey, my nigga. You're not. When you marry somebody, you're marrying somebody at that moment. You're going. You said you're gonna grow with this person. They gonna be turning into other people. You supposed to be there to support it, be right there, and make sure that they're turning somebody that you still want to be with. Nigga, you're not about to tell me you married this person, you expect them to stay the fucking same. That don't make no sense. You knew the nigga wasn't gonna be playing ball much longer. I believe she probably met him when he was playing ball. That shit wasn't gonna be forever, especially on this last contract. Nigga, you want a ship, and you see shit getting rocky, like, it is what it is. But bitch, nah, you ain't about to. You can't use that shit. That's not enough for me.
So from what you just said,
that means marriage don't mean shit. Then you shouldn't have got married. That's what the fuck that means. You needed a nigga.
So do you think from that premise? Because that was a lot.
I'm sorry, I feel a little passionate about that.
Do you feel like divorce should never be an option if it's just so you feel like irreconcilable differences shouldn't be a reason to get divorced?
Yeah, I don't like how that sounds. Reasons to divorce. That's because what did you marry for?
So you basically saying when you take them vows and you do the for better or for worse shit, that should be it. Whether or not you play football. It's not basketball. Let's say you play football and you fucking run and nigga retired. Now nigga got CTE and he whooping your ass every day. Are you supposed to rock with that?
Not saying you gonna give me these situations and shit.
I got to give you situations.
You giving me? I mean, that's
I got to give you situations because you said,
well,
everybody don't stay the same. Everybody change.
Okay, but if you notice, then you gotta see the signs, though. God damn,
the CTE signs.
Hell, the fuck yeah, you gotta see the signs.
So, what do you think? We'll take it off CT. That was extreme.
That is extreme, nigga.
But what do you think the signs would have been for Teyana to see in Shump?
So if she got with him, I don't know when they got together. So I don't know what year he was in his basketball careers, is what I'm saying. So once you find out, however long he was when they got together, I don't know if he was in New York or whatever. That's you got to communicate. Like, listen, probably gonna be going over here. You was with the Knicks. It looked like I'm going over here to Cleveland. Cleveland about to fuck with me. We about to shoot over here. Get to Cleveland, whatever he got a nice little check over there. I ain't even gonna call it little because he got 45 and shit. Q doing some research because this nigga over here scratching his beard. He waiting for his time in his beard and shit. Just wait for your everything. You gotta strike like I'll even dumb it down though. I'll even dumb it down. I ain't even try to be long winded. I'm just saying is basically you would know the situation. Y'all talking about the situation with his basketball, what's going on. Her music career, like you go in the studio, you go to work it, you working in the studio with a certain producer. Like y'all have to communicate when it comes to music. I mean, money. All I'm saying with the money, you should be communicating. That's all. You should be knowing what's going on. You can't just be in the dark. This nigga career over with. I ain't fucking with this nigga because he don't know it. Because this nigga.
But that's not what she said. She ain't fucking with the nigga for the money.
Well,
go ahead.
I'll take it a step further.
Go ahead.
Part of him being jealous of her success is she wanted to take photos by herself. I mean, they would go out and
talking about paparazzi pictures.
Well, actually, she didn't want to. I take that back. The photographers preferred to take pictures of her by herself without this. Had mom step to the side.
We want Teyana.
Red carpet shit.
Okay.
Yep. And also, she had an issue with he got arrested for DUI and drug related offenses.
Faded. Yeah.
And he withdrew $4 million from their joint account.
God damn.
Without her consent.
What my nigga spent.
God damn.
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Yeah.
Bro, that's not a little.
So she may have just seen him spiraling. And part of it, a lot of niggas when they aren't in the league anymore, they like take a tumble. It's not the same.
And so what Q said, that was good.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. Those jewels. Also, I do believe Shump tried to sue her. He tried to ask her for alimony. How you feel about that, Mister? How you feel about
that shit, nigga?
So Shump, the man,
I wish he would have got that shit.
The man is.
I wish he would have got it for real. Yeah, he's horrible at any. That shit right there.
That's what I'm saying. If the lawyer wasn't successful in getting no money out of her.
Right.
And she was successful getting everything that she wanted from him. It had to be a situation where she was able to prove her case. And
I won't even say that she did.
Overall, a judge has to hear the evidence and rule in somebody's favor.
Man,
so
whatever.
Maybe he did have a bullshit lawyer, but also
lawyer.
It could be what Q was saying, where the nigga actually was on some fuck shit, because that's a whole nother topic. Like niggas who try to get alimony and shit from their girl.
I ain't mad at that.
That's a whole nother subject. Nobody ever respects that.
I ain't mad at that.
You not mad at the alimony from your woman?
Hell no. The bitches get that shit all the time. And they don't even.
But you just said that nigga would have had a better career than her.
Okay.
So why the fuck are you trying to take money from your girl?
So what? What that mean? Because he had a better career. That don't mean shit. That mean that nigga still always want to get that bread, nigga. I'm not mad at that shit at all, nigga.
I think that's some sucker shit.
I ain't mad at that shit, nigga. Get your bread. Because guess what?
It ain't
what would they be saying if she was getting it though?
She did get it.
Why the fuck is she getting it?
Because the judge ruled in his favor.
But why does she need it if she has the better career?
Because she's a woman with the kids. You know how this works. You know how this works, Regis.
See, that's what I'm saying.
You know how this works,
shit.
You know how this works.
I don't like it.
Whether we agree with it, whether
I don't
we like it, it is what it is.
I don't like it.
The person who has the children with them is always going to get the bulk of the deal.
Shout out to
that's how it goes.
Shout out to him. That's what's up.
What was Britney Spears' dude name?
I don't remember. I know he's right.
Nobody hears nothing about that guy anymore.
Damn, you about to make me tell. It feel like right
Kevin Federline.
Right, Federline.
I remember Cat Wednesday like fucking Federline.
That is crazy. Now that shit is crazy. That bitch was weird, dog.
He was the last dude to pull off what we are basically kind of trying to describe as where the man gets the.
He had the right one though for that.
Halle Berry. She has to pay her dude alimony.
Halle just damn. She just got that bitch got bad. She just has poor. She just. I ain't know. I was about to say poor choice of dude. No, Halle just fucked up.
Yeah,
that's Halle.
She could be a case study.
Yeah, no, for real.
About a few different subjects.
No, for real. As beautiful as she is, she's still beautiful, but that ain't it.
Something wrong with her.
Yeah,
she might.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's
still beautiful, but
absolutely,
clearly not worth marrying. Or maybe you are. That's why I come up after the situation because she loses in every relationship. So it's almost like she's like way to lick. For real. If you look look up all her past relationships, I seen something like that.
Some money.
She's losing in all of them.
No, real shit.
So she, like I said, she might just need to come up. Shit, shout out to Halle.
Well, shout out to y'all ladies out there going through y'all settlements, and shout out to the men. Hopefully y'all don't go through this scenario.
Shit.
And actually, before we leave this subject,
together, Lane.
One person that just I just thought of this because I was listening to Corey Holcomb this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that Jalen Hurts was thinking about getting married without a prenup.
Oh yeah,
you know he just got that $200+ million extension.
Is she a bunny or is she
No, she's black.
She black?
This might be, I think this goes back to the conversation we had last week where this was like, might have been his girl that he's been with for a long time.
Oh, okay.
You know, who's not the baddest.
Right.
Usually
I'm
the
with
ones that you've been with for a long time.
I'm with that,
ain't as cold as the temptation out there.
I'm with that. Yeah, right.
So she ain't the coldest.
I'm with that.
But she hold it down.
Right. I'm with that. I'm with that.
She is Savannah.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm totally with that.
You with the no prenup?
Fuck no.
Oh, all right. Okay.
No,
we're not on.
Yeah,
we agree on that.
Nah, yeah. Nah.
You got to have a prenup.
Yeah. Like I know you've been down. Don't get me wrong.
You just won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. No.
MVP.
Yeah. Listen. Yeah, you signing this.
You got to sign.
No, you're signing this.
Yeah.
I'm on some. If you really do love me and fuck with me, you signing it.
You signing that, and you gonna sign it proudly too.
For real,
proudly too. Because you know, I'm signed. I'm not a fucked up dude. I'm a real dude. So even if we did go bad, I ain't gonna just leave you out here with nothing.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna slide you a little love offering like they do to visiting pastors.
Shit, Brian said something like that about Savannah though. Like shit, I'm gonna break her off
regardless.
Like, you know
especially if you've been there when nobody was there.
Right.
So I'm not just gonna have you.
I ain't necessarily gotta give you 50% on some California like laws.
You gonna get the swaggiest swag bag
the swaggiest swag
on the way out the door. Are you kidding me?
But you're gonna be good though.
Absolutely, you'll be straight.
And they said most of the wealthiest women come from divorce.
Oh my goodness.
The wealthiest women
in the world
come from divorce.
Absolutely. Well, let's take it to talking about wealthy and money and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and talk about how Harvard is opening up tuition for free. This is one of them stories where it's like I'll believe it when I see it. Like you know what I mean? Like it sounds great.
Yeah. It's like, that part.
You know what I mean? Like how Trump was talking about all these tax breaks and how they do when they talk about election and how they gonna do this shit, build the wall.
Give you what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
But Harvard is supposed to be allegedly opening up free tuition for students that come from families that make less than, was it 250 or 200?
I want to say it was 200.
Okay.
Less than 200. If your family makes less than 100,000, you get free tuition and free room and board.
Wow.
If you're under 100,000.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a lot of people.
That's dope.
It's real. It's on Harvard's website, but like you were saying, Jay, the thing is they still have the same admission standards and process.
You have to still pass
the test. You still have to
get accepted
to the school. And when we looked at the article, I seen a stat. Out of every 100 applicants, only 4 get
accepted.
And that was before this.
Right.
So
that's where I'm not surprised about how hard it is to get in. You know, it is an Ivy League school for a reason. But I do love the fact that we still overlook the fact that we do have a lot of overachieving high school students. You know, we still have those geniuses out there that, you know, they graduate high school early, real high GPAs. Yep. You know what I mean? And they come from poor backgrounds. So the fact that they would be able to get into those Harvard specifically,
Harvard,
and not have to worry about the cost of it. That's amazing to me, man. I feel like we're gonna see a lot more Black folks, whether you a Black American or you African,
right?
But we're gonna see a lot more darker complexion people getting admitted that are just on another level mentally.
I definitely think it's dope, but it made me think. It made me think about how high though. We need more people of color in the school type shit. And the one nigga was like, what about Upchuck? What did he say? Upchuck something Magoo or something. This nigga like, dude, like he said, so we can't afford to keep this nigga igloo cold or some shit. Like, but we need some people of color. That was how high though. Yeah, that was a while ago. Nigga talking about they need people of color because nigga, you ain't got nothing but white people in here. Or, you know what I mean, maybe some Chinese people, but of course, clearly, you know what I mean, white people. So now,
and
Obama saying that, Shout out to Obama. I mean, Obama's spicy. That nigga mixed up like a motherfucker. He got white. I mean, a lot of us is too, so don't get me wrong. But I mean, the nigga named Obama, so.
No, his mama was white.
Right, see?
No, not his mama.
His was it his grandmother?
Like his grandma, something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, it just made me think about how high with these niggas, like, you know what? We need more color around here. It's not enough diversity going on over here. So
they do.
It's about that time for them though.
No, I think it's dope. I mean,
it is. Like you said though, at the end of the day though, they have to put it in play though. So we'll see.
I want to see the first family.
Right, that part. You know what I mean? So see how long it takes to go into effect. You know what I mean? See how many people get in. We'll go from there. It sounds good.
Why? I think it's genius as far as like just marketing too, and the fact that, you know what I'm saying, universities was going through a real bad situation with being like tone deaf with the protests, the war, and they locking up students. It was just like real bad PR.
Shit, and they probably got a decline in students too, though, because people, a lot of people don't be wanting to go to college no more.
True.
You like somewhat of college numbers probably did decline a little bit though, because a lot of people.
If Harvard is on your radar, I'm pretty sure them niggas is going. Like,
well, yeah, I'll give you it right. If that's what you're going for.
If you could get into an Ivy League,
but I think
school,
that helps them get more. That helps help you getting more students too, though. Is all I'm saying, because you do have a lot of people, like honestly, who don't want to go to college no more because of how expensive it is, and they don't want that debt when they get out of school. Because it's not even for sure that you're going to be making that type of money to even pay it back right away.
No, that's true. They say that Harvard semester in Harvard is like $47,000.
That's fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. And if your ass ain't got a solid plan on how this is supposed to work out for when you're done to be making money, you're fucked. That's what I'm saying. Like you fuck with all this debt. You have to have a plan and make sure that you execute that for when you're done with that, because you about to have a ton of debt on top. Right. You just said, nigga, that's like $50,000 a semester. How many fucking semesters is it in a year? Is what? 2? Is it 2 or 4
semesters?
Is it?
I think it's 4. They go by like
quarter. It's quarterly. That's why I thought it was something different, because he didn't say quarterly, but I thought semester was maybe a little bit more. But if it's
I could be wrong, but
even if it's 2 or 4, it's still 50,000.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Even if it's for the year,
right? This is fucking 50,000.
You know what I'm saying?
And you're going to get a 4-year.
Right.
Some going maybe for a 6-year to get their masters or whatever, their bachelors and stuff.
You talking about $250,000,
and I gotta find a job.
Yep.
Now I'm trying to find a job.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, man. This country, man, is one of the biggest.
College is a scam like a motherfucker, for real. And a lot of people are noticing that now, though.
Yeah,
because you know,
there's also less jobs available. You know what I mean?
It's less jobs available, but it's so many more. It's so many other ways to make money too, though.
True. But typically, if you plan on going to college, you plan on getting a job.
I would hope so.
College is
I
for
would
jobs.
Fucking hope so.
It ain't too many people that go to college and then be like, yeah, I want to be an entrepreneur. Usually not how it go.
You'd be amazed at some who do, because they're not.
You don't usually plan on it though. You don't usually be like, I'm going to go to Harvard, but then I'm gonna
start a business.
You kind of like stumble into it along the way.
I'll take that. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that. But it be getting tough for them niggas though, because I done met a lot of niggas who went to Harvard, but definitely went to college for 4 to 6 years, and them niggas looking for work.
Absolutely.
Bro, where you work at? I'm telling niggas I'm working in a warehouse. Shit, they hiring? Nigga, is they hiring, bro? I ain't seen you in 6 years, nigga. You got the paperwork and shit. You actually in my job hiring?
I wonder. I worked when I was doing insurance. I was working downtown.
Mm-hmm.
I worked literally right next to a guy who had passed the bar, so he's technically a lawyer.
Okay,
we're working the same job. I had no college degree. You know what I'm saying? But we're side by side, same position, same title, pretty much same money, and it's just like it is what it is. It's rough out there.
And I ain't even one of them parents to even push the college shit. That used to be a thing, like saving up for college so they can go to college. Like, nah, I'm cool with you if you want to go and you got that plan. Like I said, you got to have that plan. You can't just say because I'm going to college. It just sounds great. My son went to college. My daughter went to such and such. Graduate from here. It sounds great, but they have to have a fucking plan for that so it so it can work out. They can't just go to college, have that graduation, then accumulate debt and be looking like, damn, what do I do now? Or this particular job I was trying to get, there's no job. They're not hiring right now type shit. And they just sitting there fucked.
You know, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, I've never met anybody that has gone or attended an Ivy League school before. Have you?
Ivy League school?
Yeah, like Stanford, Harvard, Princeton. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever met anybody that went to one of them schools before? I never have.
No, not the ones you just named. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've never met anybody.
Mm-mm.
I've definitely met some smart. I've met somebody who's gone to like Northwestern, but I don't think Northwestern is considered an Ivy League school.
I wouldn't even know all the Ivy League schools. Morehouse, I don't know.
Yeah, Stanford,
people went to Morehouse.
Princeton. No, Morehouse is just
HBCU, yeah.
No, that's not Ivy League.
Makes sense. Bunch of niggas.
Well, I get, man. I didn't plan on having this topic last because it's sad, but I guess we could save it to the end because it's sad. There's nothing good about it.
It's sad, story. But at the same time, it's real though. Like that shit.
You go ahead and introduce the topic, man.
No, what is it? Oh boy, like a man. Give me the exact. Come on, bud. I want to get the topic correct. I want to get a headline, the correct headline. You give me the headline, and then I'll definitely take it from there. Cause
homeboy shot the football coach or basketball coach, or whatever coach.
Yeah, it was a coach
over his son's playing time, lack of playing time.
Yep. And honestly, I'm not
shot him how many times? 5 times.
5 times, but he didn't die though. Did he die? I don't think he died though.
He did. I don't know if he did yet.
Right. That part. You know what I'm saying? But I was just gonna say
prayers out to dude who got shot 5 times.
Definitely prayers out to him. But I'm not surprised at this at all. I've been to games. You're a parent. I know you. Listen, you get them parents that be yelling at the ref, yelling at the coach. You know what I mean? Out of pocket. You get parents like that all the time. My son, y'all know my son play basketball. When I go to the game, I'm just watching. I'm observing. I'm going to say something to your ass once you get back in this car. But you got them parents, literally every call, they watching the ref. They calling shit. Ref, that was a foul right there. Ref, what's up? You get them parents like that. I've seen a lot of women, and I've seen, of course, clearly men. But the ones who do that, it be crazy because them be the ones who don't even have no athletic background. But they might have thought they wanted to do it, but they didn't do it. So they trying to run that shit through their kid. That's why they extra on their kid. I've seen that plenty of times.
No, it plenty of times.
So unfortunately, like I say, I'm not too surprised. That shit is sad because it ain't never that fucking deep. Because your kid, first off, your kid fuck around and suck. Your kid probably ain't even that damn good. That be the thing. It be them parents who be on their kids. Them niggas is whack. Like, you want your son to be LeBron, nigga, but this nigga is motherfucking shit. I can't even think of no other name. Somebody coming off the bench, nigga, your son sucks, bro. That's why you don't get no PT like that. You can't get mad at that.
I promise this dude's son was not shit. You know why?
Why?
Because his daddy was a bitch. So your son can't really be about nothing himself, honestly. So his son was probably borderline talented, okay, and his dad just wants more from him.
So much more.
And the son probably really don't even give a shit that much. But like you said, you got the overbearing parent who wants to, live vicariously through the kid.
Through the kid, man.
But the dad is a bitch.
No,
and let me tell you why the dad is a bitch ass nigga. And his son's probably a bitch ass nigga in training.
In training. Damn, he is in training.
Because I read in that article that the coach was ready to shoot the fair on with him. They both had guns on them.
Okay, now damn, that part.
They both had guns on them. Coach, like, shit, nigga, let's shoot the fair on them, tough guy. Coach slid his gun to the assistant coach, one of the other coaches. Nigga, what's up? What's happening? and dude shot him 5 times.
Oh yeah, that's some pussy shit. Yeah.
Unarmed man.
Okay, yeah.
Ready to shoot the barrel with you.
Right.
You know you got a problem with what I'm doing to your son and shit. Okay, what's up? What's happening?
So legit right there. To
what's
put
happening
now, nigga? Let's work.
Shit, we strapped the way. We ain't gonna try to do that. We ain't got to do all that. Oh man, slide my pistol, man. What's up?
Wow.
What's popping?
Wow.
Bitch ass nigga.
Wow.
Son's probably a bitch ass nigga in training.
Nah, for real. Damn. Yeah, I ain't know that part. Yeah, that's some bitch ass shit right there, for real. That's some bitch ass shit. But hey, bitch ass niggas do bitch ass shit. And that's why he going to the booty house. Hey, nigga. That's why you going to the booty house.
He's gonna, yeah, he ain't finna see his son. He ain't finna see no more activities from his son.
Yeah, nah, hell no. I don't even know. Did it tell like how old was it? Like what was it? An 8th grade? Was it high school at least?
I didn't even
get like that type of shit. See,
I didn't even feel like it.
Man, and let them be some little niggas too, man. Like, oh my god, that's even worse. Like, nigga, for real.
I'm positive they're very young. I'm sure this wasn't no high school shit. This was probably
that'd be even worse when they like extra young
situation.
Right. See that it be that part when they extra young and the kid don't even really give a fuck as much as you doing right now. So yeah, nah. He a pussy nigga though, but he going where he need to be. He can't do that shit in jail, nigga. They ain't got no guns in that bitch, nigga.
The only thing that I remember when Cam Newton got to a fight at his training camp.
I think I did hear about that.
Youth football training camp. He got into it with them, and it was a big thing. He got caught on camera, and it was a scuffle. Luckily, nobody got really, really hurt.
Yeah,
but Cam Newton is a giant human being.
No,
that is not a little dude. You know what I mean? And he took it easy on them niggas that was jumping up too. Like he was like basically just trying to
get him off. He wasn't trying to like really fuck these niggas.
Right, like he could have because it's like kids is watching. I'm out here trying to do it,
and everybody got a camera phone. Yeah. Everybody's recording, nigga.
Yeah, so he was just defending himself. Like that could have went left.
Yeah, that could have.
But the fact that you got a gun at any type of youth sporting event also shows to me like you just a bitch ass nigga. You really don't deserve to be walking around the streets in public or nowhere really around kids for that matter. Like, what are you doing? Why are you bringing a gun to a situation where not even just your kid, other people's kids are here? Like, what are you doing?
No, I get it. Well, with the guns though, man, niggas like to have their guns, man. That niggas don't be giving a fuck just to have their gun. Especially the ones that love just showing that bitch off that I got that bitch, just showing it off. That to me is...
But I will say, I don't know where the shooting took place at. Like, I don't know if he confronted them like at a practice, after a basketball game, whether it was like in a parking lot. I don't know the setting of it. So I don't know who was around, who wasn't around. But just in my mind,
even still,
he walked up to a nigga after like a game and did the shit with a bunch of people around. That's what's going on in my mind.
But over your son's PT though, man, come on now. What the fuck? Like that shit clearly was, like I said, you don't know the situation. I mean, don't know exactly where it took place, but if you did that because your son wasn't getting enough playing time, that sound like he probably did that shit.
After
yeah. Cause that was your reason for doing it? Was not because this nigga's not getting enough playing time?
Well, that also leads me to think that he's more of a bitch ass. Because if that's the case, his pride was probably hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If that's the case, then I'm thinking like, all right, now it's probably a crowd of people. It's probably people watching. And he didn't want to come off as a softie. He didn't want to come off as such and such. So he probably came off like, if I pull my gun, I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
Type situation.
Yeah.
Even though dude didn't have a gun and was ready to fucking tangle with your ass.
And just think about your son, though, man. Think about your son, though, man. You did all that over your son. Now you ain't even gonna be there for the shit now.
Yeah, he's a bitch. Whoever this nigga is, he was a bitch. Like, I don't like niggas like that, man. You really not like that. You not tough. You was a lame ass nigga, bro.
Yeah, the reason behind it is so pussy though, man. Parents like that shit to me is bogus. Y'all living through y'all kids, man, through them sports is crazy to me. That shit is crazy. But, you know, like you said, praise up to him and his family though, because that is fucked up.
I don't like that shit.
No, I feel you though. You shouldn't like that shit though. That's some bitch ass shit though, for real.
I don't like that shit.
But it's a lot of bitch ass niggas out here though. So that shit don't surprise me at all, homie. I ain't gonna lie.
We done ran through the topics, right? So I'm finna sidebar real quick.
No, ain't nothing wrong with
the end. If you catch this, you just like it's some bonus.
You fuck with us there. You fuck with us.
Nigga, I remember, man. I told you I don't like bullies, man.
Right.
I remember, and I was going to ask you this too. If you remember the first time that you, like, somebody tried or attempted to bully you.
Oh hell yeah!
I feel like it's happened to everyone.
No, I
you remember the first time it happened?
Yeah, I do.
You mind sharing?
Yeah, I don't mind sharing it. It ain't shit. It was it was I was in elementary school. What grade was I in? I was in Caledonia. I had to be in I left Caledonia in 3rd grade. I want to say that had to be about maybe even 2nd grade. I was young as fuck. But walking home from school, and it was a lot of us walking home from school and shit. It was me, my brother, a couple other friends and shit, and then some other dudes and shit. And this one kid, he was fucking with me as we were walking home. I probably was about only 4 blocks away from my crib.
Oh, you remember this?
No, I do.
Yeah, I like this. Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
I do. I was young. I do remember that shit.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
Because that was the first time I actually did get bullied though. That was the first and last motherfucking time I got bullied. That was my introduction to it.
Okay.
And like I said, my brother was there too though. My older brother was there. And
Tyson?
Nah, Marlon was there.
Marlon was there.
And yeah, this nigga was just being extra playful. He kept just hitting me. You know what I'm saying? I kept telling him, stop hitting me, dude. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, no, what you gonna do? His brother was there too. I want to say he had some of his brothers and shit there too, though.
So
but
he feeling good.
Yeah, he was feeling himself and shit. And I did nothing. Like I said, I was literally only 3 to 4 blocks away from my crib. And I ain't do nothing. I didn't try to fight the nigga, nothing. I kept just telling him to stop and shit. He didn't stop. And then we got to the house. And shit. My brother was mad than a motherfucker. My brother literally, he ain't even watching. I don't even give a fuck. This nigga was so mad that I was getting bullied and didn't do shit. That this nigga called moms and shit. This nigga called moms at work. When we got out of school, we got home and shit.
Told on you?
Told on me and shit. We walking home and, you know what I'm saying? He was letting this kid bully. He wasn't even doing nothing there. I'm looking at this nigga you ain't say nothing either though, because he had his brothers right there. Nigga, you ain't say shit. And how the fuck all of a sudden when we get home, you Mr. Get mad and shit because you wasn't even saying nothing while we were walking.
How you telling mommy?
That's my thing. So I looked at him different. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? For real. Like I said, dude, it wasn't nigga was punching me in my face or anything. The nigga just kept hitting me. Just wouldn't stop. So that was my first time and last time experience being bullied though, but that was like I said, 2nd grade and shit. And that shit never happened again. Now I might have bullied some people, you know what I mean, but I didn't get bullied after that.
You turned into a bully? Huh? Let me grab me one.
Yeah, I might have on certain people sometimes.
Oh man,
but I'm gonna say this real quick though, because I think bullying is lightweight necessary though, forever.
Well, before you get into that, let me tell.
I ain't gotta go too deep. Yeah.
Let me tell my story about the first time somebody attempted to bully me.
Talk to me.
I've been antagonized before. The first time I felt like somebody was trying to punk me was at Cleveland Heights High School. I was in the 9th grade. Thank you, sir. I was in the 9th grade. And you know how back then it was the 9th grade, you eat fresh meat, all that shit, right?
Yeah, you say up.
So I'm in the cafeteria up at Heights, right? And remember, there was a hallway in between the two separate.
Yeah.
It was this side of the cafeteria and that side.
This side had the food,
right?
And then this had the tables and shit. Yeah,
right. And it had the staircase.
Yep, I remember that.
And there was that little hallway that separated it.
Yeah.
So I'm walking from like the auditorium side of the cafeteria across to the cafeteria
where
side,
the food is at and shit.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm walking this way, and another nigga was walking this way. I swear this happened to me twice at Heights, where the bump in the shoulder shit, where
nigga,
walking past, don't nobody want to give no ground.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want to step aside.
Moving.
Right?
Yeah,
Nobody moving. This happened twice. It was the first time it happened. So we walking, boom. I'm not moving, nigga. You I see you, you see me, nigga. I'm not moving. Boom.
It's technically on both of y'all to really.
It is.
But go ahead. I know. We're in high school.
Boom. Right? So we look back at each other like
just kept it moving.
No, we look back at each other. And nigga said, and the nigga said, I wasn't gonna say shit. I just looked at the nigga. The nigga,
and you was gonna keep it moving.
I was gonna keep it moving.
Yeah.
But the nigga said something.
What'd he say though?
That nigga turned around. He said, "Nigga,
where the fuck you going?
Nigga, watch where the fuck you going, little nigga. The fuck, nigga. This." He said, "This." He started hollering. This nigga, I don't even know the fuck I am, nigga. He started hollering. I'm like, oh shit. Turns out, this nigga was. Remember back then. This is some local shit. Remember back then we had the cliques in the Heights.
I knew
it was like some shit like four major cliques.
Yeah,
we had the Noble clique. we had the niggas up by Q on Maple and Bainbridge, where they called niggas High Row.
Wow, goddamn! I forgot about that.
We had the Alias niggas that was over by me, Good North, Killdeer, all that. Yeah, and then we had the Superior Hill niggas.
Okay,
them was the major four cliques in the Heights, and it kind of covered the whole Heights. I ain't gonna lie. So this nigga happened to be from the High Road niggas, right? His name was B. He was bald. He wore glasses, and he wasn't no big. He was kind of little, non-athletic. No, he was like a.
That's what I'm saying.
He was like a junior or a sophomore.
Okay, right. He had been there.
But his name was B, and we used to pause. We used to call him Head because he had a big head, and he was fucking with the light-skinned chick, real thick back there. Her name was like Crystal or something like that.
Okay.
But the nigga name was B. Anyway, the nigga tried to punk me. Didn't realize this was like the first like couple of days of school too. Turned to find out, nigga, we had a gym class together. I see this nigga in my gym class later. Now he didn't know who the fuck I was. I don't know who he is.
Right.
But this is how I usually go, bro. I know most of the niggas. I'm cool with everybody.
Right.
I was cool with most of his homies that he was cool with.
Was running with and shit.
Yeah, I know these niggas, bro. So he thought that he was big and bad because of the niggas he had with him, fucking with him.
Right.
He wasn't big and bad by himself. Because the nigga never said nothing to me in gym class.
That's what niggas used to do, though. My nigga Pac said, you ain't shit without your homeboys.
Bro, you ain't shit without your homeboys, nigga.
Pac said that shit.
So his homies was like Devon Stapleton.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Oh. Hank. Oh. You remember, you know what I'm talking about.
Right, nigga.
Yeah.
Playing, man.
Allen. I'm like, I fuck with them niggas. Like, I know these
Stop
niggas.
Playing, bro.
So turned out nothing happened. And after that, we became cool.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean? But that was the first time and the last time a nigga actually tried to bully me and punk me.
Well, that's dope, nigga. It took to your fucking freshman year of high school to
try to get bullied.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really experienced somebody trying to bully me and trying to act like I was down here and they was up there.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
You know what I'm saying? Now the shoulder bump situation, that happened again when I was in high school. That happened my senior year, shoulder bump situation. We ain't gonna get into that. That resulted in a melee.
This nigga said a melee.
It did result in a melee. I'm not gonna hold you. But I don't like bullies, man. You know what I'm saying? You sound like your episode turned you into a bully.
Oh, ain't that a bitch?
My episode turned me into a bully hater.
Ain't that a bitch?
So
it ain't turned me to no bully. I might have.
No, you bullied some people. I could tell by your tone.
Just a little bit. It wasn't like nothing crazy.
I could tell. You was like, oh, I like this.
Shut up.
Like I could see why that nigga was fucking with me on that. It was alright.
Some niggas needed to be bullied though, man. I might have changed their life and shit. I might have really helped them out.
Bullying builds character.
It do. That's why I just said like I feel like it's necessary to a certain extent. I'll even say
bring bullying back.
No, for real.
Bars.
For real.
Bring back bullying.
For real, for real. No, for real. Shout out to the bars. I got a bar. I'm gonna leave y'all with a bar. My homeboy said this shit to me earlier today, man. The livest shit, man. Shout out to my nigga. I don't even know if he watched it, but shout out to my nigga.
Man, my nigga was warm.
My nigga said, niggas know the price of everything, but don't know the value of anything. I'm gonna leave y'all with that one. That's a bar right there. That's a bar. That's a bar. For real, for real. Niggas will give you the price of any. I'm telling you, niggas give you the price. They know the price of this. This too much. This too much. This too little. But they don't know the value of any of that shit.
I think that's real.
For real. So,
I think Jay-Z, somebody said that too.
Hey, maybe he did. But my homeboy just hit me with that shit earlier. Shout out to my nigga though. That's real shit. It stuck with me.
Hey, well shit. I mean, it was real. Once it resonates, that's all that matters, man. No matter where you get it from.
Hit. That shit hit.
Sometimes the source be different, but hey, if the message land, then it lands.
Right. It ain't about the messenger, it's the message.
That way.
For real. For real.
It's the JMatt Show, man. We out of here.
Hey, we out of here. Dope shit.
Salute.
Salute. Dope shit.
Yeah.